we're going to pull some cards for the Twin Flame Collective just to see what's going on with the Divine Feminine, what's going on with the Divine Masculine, tapping in to the collective. So a lot of stuff coming up right now, especially around spiritual awakening and twin flames, things playing out. And we have also a green comet flying by Earth today. Some of that symbolism has a lot to do also with the energies that are kicking off and what's happening on Earth right now. This is awakening us. These are ancient, I say ancient alien, right? Ancient alien, ancient galactic energies as well. And so we're kind of feeling them and being affected by that. Today is also a fairy portal day. Today is also a fairy festival. It's symbolic. Tomorrow is 2/2. And so we have a lot kind of going on within the collective this week, within the energies. This is also a thin space in the veil, so we can tap in a lot more to receive guidance and messages. Pay attention to what is coming up for you. Green comets symbolize unexpected events playing out in our lives that we may not have expected, right? I see that with awakening, but also with how things may be going for you in your life. They can also represent something coming to an ending right now where you're trying to complete something. This means you may need to make some shifts. How do we know? Letting our feelings guide us with what's coming up. It's so important. And there's no way around that we have a lot of work to do right now. So we're going to start with the Divine Feminine. What's going on for the feminine collective? If you are a masculine, take this as what's going on for the feminine, or what's going on, or a message from the feminine, or just kind of what's going on with them as well too. Mirroring, we see this a lot too. So this is also beliefs and what's going on with ourselves. Unless we've done a lot of inner work, all of our relationships are simply a mirror. However, a lot of times we're matched up to learn with people on Earth due to lessons that we need to work on. So a lot of times there's a lot of different connections that come together. Some of these connections can even be based on toxicity, where you share a lot of the same toxic patterns as this person, and you're being guided to notice them and to see it is a mirror. And so, we see that a lot, like with people, we'll just say with drinking problems. You could have a drinking problem and you're attracting partners that are the same, right? And things like that. We say like attracts like, but this goes deeper as well too, as in ways that we are mirroring things for the things that are coming up for you, things that you're noticing, right? And unless you've done a lot of inner work, a lot of times, you're not doing great in your connections. Like you're not going as deep as you could, because unless you're consciously healing and your partner is too, a lot of times there's a lot of traumas and things like that. A lot of times people just think people won't pick up on it. But if something is bothering you, if you've been through something, it has changed your energy, it's in your field. A lot of the times when people are having issues in twin flame connections, especially, or other connections, it represents needing to do more healing work. And then I see this with people with having a lot of issues. So people have learned, oh, I'll just change my partner. But however, the same things will come up over and over again. So you can go ahead and get, a different partner until you do that deeper spiritual clearing work. The same things are going to continue to keep coming up. And we call these patterns. So until you do that deeper healing work of clearing the patterns, they're going to come up within your connections of all times. And then what do you mean come up? They get in the way of it. They're coming up as an issue, the arguments, not getting along, problems you're noticing, things bothering you because it's all about you, right? Things like that. So a lot of mirroring coming up, especially if you guys aren't together. This is the reason why, pushing you into a healing crisis a lot of the time. And it's so important that you're, I say getting an individual read on your situation, because this is something you're meant to be bringing healing to if you need it. So focusing on the outcome, I say focus on union. A lot of times it depends on your situation. Maybe that's easy for you to picture. Maybe you're living with your twin flame and dating, and it's like moving in that direction because that's what you want. But if you are in a separation, then you're far from union. And that's why it's important that you're kind of seeing what's going on with the situation as well too. But you always want to stay with union in your mind. Like, since you met this person, you should do that. And this is indicators that this is your spiritual partner, and that this is also your twin flame. Becoming friends with this partner, so important, right? A soulmate, but also deeper because it's a flame connection. Really becoming I say study partner, someone that your partner can count on. Becoming a better partner right now. I see a lot coming up within the karmic collective too. So there's either karmic feminine, karmic masculine, right? Some of you guys have been those roles as well too, in different connections, And what's important is that you're shifting out of that and becoming the divine masculine or the divine feminine. And until you have embodied that role, you're going to be also mirroring back the karmic stuff too. So it's also, again, important that you're working on yourself to really bring healing to your love life connection. A lot of times you'll know that this is your twin flame because of, you know, I always say it's a spiritual connection and the soul pull on a soul level. It might not make sense to you. It could be someone maybe not your type, or, you know, someone new coming into your awareness, but you're going to very much feel it on a soul level. This is about frequency and not being able to force frequency. And this is why people come and go naturally in our lives as we are doing the healing work, but even just naturally as we are changing, moving through the process, changing energetically, that's important, right? So the more that we are working on our energy, the more that we're able to also attract and open up things that are for us, whether your manifestations or you're trying to call in your flame. And this is an important part of it too. And also, if you're trying to call them in and open up portals or doorways for that, very, very important. The feminine going through a lot right now, and this is important too. So there's a lot coming up. You have been attached to many different groups of learning and soul groups on your time here on Earth, the feminine as well too, processing some of these things. So for me, I've been in my awakening journey for a long time, but as people are waking up, it's kind of colliding into me, right? So as we're moving through the awakening, you know, some of your friends and family might be waking up and shaking up old things as well too. This is a card about the solar plexus and clearing any of that, feeling bad about the past. Also root chakra, fear, like totally having to move past it. And this could be needing to manifest things and needing more faith in your path that things are coming through. How do we know? You're getting a lot of spirit messages right now. This is reassurance. Like I woke up this morning, I said it, I found a penny. And if you know me, I haven't used cash for like the whole time I've been visiting this country, right? And so I've been using my card to find a penny. It was very out of place. And it was like very random, but I knew that it was a very positive spirit message about what I'm working on, what I'm manifesting. Also a message from heaven. So we're getting little clues and little breadcrumbs in the spirit messages that are coming through that should make us more confident and secure in our path. A lot happening with the root chakra and letting go of past fears, fear of the past. Sometimes this is past life fear that is surfaced as your fears, or sometimes it's fear of the traumas that you moved through and things that are coming up again within them. The feminine, wanting to make sacred space. I'm dying to build that ashram temple, right? Dying to build healing space as well too. This could be holding space for your community, building a sacred space such as a spiritual business or mission, or it could even be about right now spring cleaning in Bollock, right? I just did a major cleaning job, right? Which is okay. It's easy for me in this space, but I've been doing some major cleaning, and it's so important that we are as well too. What do all these things have in common? The Comet Flyby, Fairy Porthole Day, as well as Tutu Galactic Porthole. Well, the energies, and they're amplifying our manifestation. So just as you would be using any porthole day or full moon day, begin to use those energies like that as well too. You may be moving them into your space right now, but we're also figuring out more within our sacred space that our most sacred space is our body, our temple. Having to dodge and clear a lot of negativity right now, like your life depends on it, right? Are you having to have boundaries for the first time in a long time, especially within your spiritual awakening at this point? So this may be finding balance with how you're giving and receiving. A lot of times people have just taken from the feminine and expect them to like do everything, and that is no longer happening within the new paradigm. It's important that we see that there's a balancing and a rising up happening within the feminine and the collective as well too. And I don't know why this makes people very uneasy, but it seems to. But this is important for lifting up the feminine and healing the next generation of children on the planet as well too. Many of them are star seeds, so it's important that the feminine is anchoring into the physical body, working on clearing things within your chakra system. Within this reading, the root chakra, solar plexus coming up right now, finding balance with how you're giving and receiving. And this might be even just how you're exchanging energy. Everything is an energy exchange. It literally, we get bombarded with energy all day long. Being more picky about the energy exchanges that you're having, making sure that you have space for this sacred union. So a lot of people have a lot of issues because, I mean, we're talking twin flame. Do you have space for this divine connection, a connection with God or goddess, source, incarnate, and the physical, right? A manifestation of the most divine. Do you have the room? Where are you at with things? So for the divine feminine, solar plexus coming up again, how you're seeing yourself, your worth. I said, what is important right now is not all of those stories that you moved through, but how you're casting yourself in this next chapter, right? You are the main character of your story. What kind of role are you writing for yourself? Are you still in the old of 3D victim programming in your story, or are you giving yourself that hero role finally in your story and really stepping into your story in this adventure that you're on earth? Important about what you're accomplishing and what you're bringing through in this lifetime for the feminine. If you came to earth, what are you going to do in this lifetime? Anything fun, anything memorable? Did you come to do something crazy, or to just kind of see what is coming through too? So lots coming through right now about the solar plexus. That means healing inner child stuff, healing family issues, healing past traumas, and being more mindful of your energy, and maybe needing energy boundaries. Everything isn't for you, and you'll be able to tell because it'll be so draining when you're constantly doing things that aren't for you. What is for you is going to uplift you and make you feel good. And this is important for the feminine as well too, clearing what isn't for you so that you have more space for this connection and for your divine masculine. We're going to go ahead and pull some cards now for the divine masculine. You can go ahead and take this as a message from your masculine if you are the feminine, or just what's going on with them. Real quick, make sure you're checking out my website. I prefer, if you guys are getting readings, that you're willing and open to heal too, because I am a healer. So a lot of people are just kind of coming for the reading, needing to do some deeper work too. So make sure you're checking out not just the readings, because those are important too, because it's so important to do those one-on-one sessions, but also check out the healing sessions. Not much will shift in your energy until you're willing to work on it. Oh no. And then sometimes when we are stuck, it's a sign of blocked energy. So going within, removing the blockages, make sure you check out, I have a whole twin flame healing section, and then you go ahead and just book a reading if you need a relationship read. This will confirm or tell you about the connection and, you know, how to shift the energy within it. So what's going on with the masculine? Waking up, spiritual awakening. Yes, they are waking up from their lessons, but then seeing more of the world, and then the 3D reality, which is literally dissipating for the masculine, clearing and things like that. So as they are awakening, this can represent shifting into a higher level as well too, seeing things for as they are. If you guys are in separation from your masculine, important that you're doing the work. I know it's always that mirror, right? And you have to. So when you get stuck, until you are willing to kind of do that energy work or clearing work, there's something going on in your field that may have either A, repelled your masculine, making them run away, or B, block you or didn't want to be near you. There was something triggering them within your own field of energy. I know we'll say. So you see it on the outside, but it's something that you need to go within to shift as well too. The masculine needing to write stuff down, that journal, that it could be that dream journal, that manifesting list. I think this is so important too, because, you know, I'm always doing this at regular points, and it's important for me to take that space. And I do it in my iPhone, right? I'm like doing it in my iPhone. I have lists and things like that, but now I'm like getting that laptop out. Oh my God, right? I'm getting big with this. So this is what the masculine is doing as well too, being guided to really think about the future, the path ahead, your goals, to get inspired and to follow that creative flow. And that's so important, because those that are tapping in creatively are going to create so much new projects. I know, right? We're creators, and abundance as well too, through following these creative ideas that you're getting within the awakening. This is all about being of service and ways that you can help. And so that's so important too. So those that are just caring about themselves, I say service of self, 3D, service of self, caring about themselves, just kind of focused on their own path, what they're doing, not really caring about people, where most of the planet actually is. We're able to shift out of that through being of service and tap into higher frequencies, higher states, and even higher dimensions. And this is how we fully shift into the fifth dimensional reality, through those paths of service, of spirit, and ways that we can help in some way. Right, beliefs coming up for the masculine. They are going through a third eye upgrade. Could be the energies coming in, activating them, connecting with the energies more, seeing more within the third eye. And important, they have to listen to their guidance too. So if you wonder sometimes the things going on, this is about aligning with the universe on a higher level to come into this union. So major third eye activations going on for the masculine. at home hermit mode, right? Could be at home resting or in hermit mode or needing that space energetically to get clear as well too. If you're not clearing on those higher frequencies, it's dragging down the people around you. Sometimes they do have to get away for you. So again, separation coming up. If you are in a separation, the feminine being guided to do more energy clearing work, and then just staying in gratitude for the masculine coming up for how things are going. We're going to start to enjoy the journey more. I know, right? Take a break. Stop where you're at, right? Enjoy it. Stay grateful for where you're at, though. Know that the journey is meant to take you into union. However, needing to do this deeper work called ascension, and none of us get a pass out of that. So if you do have, let's say, blockages coming up in your relationship or your love life, it's important that you are doing more spiritual work right now, especially a lot of people don't just move from one connection to the other. Oh my gosh, do this healing journey. It's like how we're getting into this stuff as well too. So if you are in a connection and it's ending, see so much of that right now, taking space to heal. And a lot of times you're purging that other partner's beliefs and energy and all of it out, needing to get independent and shake off like codependent kind of things for those people that are single, focusing on manifesting and staying open to new love. Are you open to new love, or are you still carrying around blocks from previous hurt, heartache, and traumas, or partners, and needing to clear those energies? Those that have met their twin flame and they are not in a full union, and I describe union as living together or being together, on a greater level, then needing to do more work, coming up to do more clearing work for those people. And then kind of those that are in a union, integrating some of these upgrades. You came here to do something bigger of service. Oh my gosh, you did not just come here to do that love story. You came here to do something so much bigger. And if you have come together with your twin flame, I mean, maybe you're seeing that. Sometimes this is also the confirmation you need about this connection and doing bigger projects together, or how your gifts are made to work together in some type of way, and how you literally have set kind of things that will come together that is just so divine. You'll know God brought you together. So a lot of times we can tell if this person is our flame by, is this connection elevating you and healing you, or is this a connection that you feel is testing you, challenging you, and pulling you back into old behavior, maybe bad for you? So if you are in a relationship and this person is mirroring your own traumas and issues, and it could be, like I said, addiction, or things going on like that, or other issues that you're having, be careful. This may be a karmic match. A lot of times this is how we can tell the true divine union as well too, and what we're being guided to do. But also listen to your own intuition. The problem is a lot of people are cut off from their intuition. So I do recommend you guys doing a one-on-one session so you can kind of tell for sure. I do things like obviously tap in my psychic gifts, but also looking at things like astrology, and it's really, really good too. So tapping in during this time, the veil is so thin this week, so we're pulling back a lot of messages as well too, staying attuned and tuned in to what's coming through for you. So a lot of people are in challenging connections simply because I said they're outgrowing their lessons, especially with spiritual awakening, and needing to listen to the guidance in what to do about it as well too. And this is where people get stuck, because it's a lot of hard work, right? It's like, okay, we're going through areas that are bringing up relationship shifts no matter where you're at with it. And so you could have been in a happy union for years, and suddenly the ascension and the healing is coming up, and your partner's dealing with so much, or you are. And so we're going through a lot of relationship shifts within the ascension energies, and how we're connecting and with who we're connecting with, since we're still in Aquarius season as well too. So you may have major relationship shifts kind of coming up as well too. That's about it. I'm going to go anyways. Make sure if you do need a reading that you're just booking it on my website, and that's as easy it is. And I will talk to you later. Have a beautiful day.